We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Duke national champion. Hasn't paid for a meal in Durham, North Carolina since 2002. It's Jay Williams.
Nor do I plan on paying for a meal anytime soon, my man. But you know what? Free food out here for these guys in the court tonight. They're ready to eat. Let's check out the action.
Jay, I have the tab the next time. Let's do this. Jordan goes to the left side. Irving. And the rebound taken in by George. Leonard. His first effort off the mark. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
To Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Now Doc wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
To George.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Paul George. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for two, and the rebound comes down to the Clippers. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. To Irving. To Jordan. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Kevin Durant. 3 for 4. Good start.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Leonard. Fires the three. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
From long range, he made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
To Irving. Oh, he missed a short one there. Leonard. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's LA Clippers ball. Kyrie Irving swats it. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. New blood coming in for both sides. George to Williams. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Kicks it around the perimeter to Durant. Clippers have got it. Williams to Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend. Durant across the timeline. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Kevin Durant looking good. 4 for 5.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Durant with the basketball up top. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Paul George, 4-2. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Brooklyn's got it. Clippers have it. Can't connect from inside. We played a quarter of basketball here on New Year's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Durant across the timeline. Down by 1. It was right there. Williams into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Durant with the basketball up top. They're down 3. And destroys the rim. That's what DeAndre Jordan does.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
DeAndre Jordan with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. We're a minute into the second quarter. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To Durant. Turns and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Kyrie with the rock. Probing the defense. To Jordan. Cashes in for 2.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
From the painted area, won't go down. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Leonard. And Jordan able to secure the rebound. To Dinwiddie. That is great vision to set it up. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Durant, and knocks it down.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm gonna hit you with a head fake, and you're gonna have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse, to kick out for, guess what, another one.
George, tough matchup against Durant. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. PG lets it fly. That's no good. To Irving. Rises for the slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Durant and the Clippers have the rebound. Won't go. George, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Irving to Durant. Lets it fly from long range and made his first three, but that shot off the mark. Leonard knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
To Irving. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. That's good D. Shot no good. To Durant. To Jordan. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Straight on three. At the buzzer.
That's his first personal.
Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Gets the second. One more coming. And he hits all 3 free throws. So a tie one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Fires the three. Rebound taken in by the Nets. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. To Dinwiddie. Goes to the right side. 4-3. Yes, Give the advantage to the shooter.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Harkless. Gets it in the left corner. For three, it's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Jordan. To Dinwiddie. Montrezl Harrell able to recover with the block. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Jordan. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Wide open look, won't go. Williams across the timeline. His guys now trailing by a point. Brooklyn with the basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. He'll take that any day.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Working the outside to Harkless. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Down low to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Missed the middle one. One more coming.
Subbing in for number 7, Kevin Durant. And number 22,
George buries the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
George knocks it down from mid-range. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
stepping in.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Kawhi Leonard against KD. Fires the three, well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
draws the contact, and Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Clippers have the basketball. George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Irving to Jordan. Deep left corner from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George, defended by Kevin Durant. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The assist from number 7, Kevin Durant.
Leonard, and he buries it.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Lets it fly from long range and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
That ends the third quarter with the Nets in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Irving. Over to the right side. To Jordan. Goes to the left side. Deep two there, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Leonard, a pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Message received. Well defended. To Jordan. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Irving, Clippers have it. Paul George to Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Here's Irving into the front court. They lead it, 4-point game. George knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Defensive foul to number 00. That's his first personal foul
George against KD. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Jordan has a look. Shot won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Leonard. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Ah, the monster stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Irving. Fires the three. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Leonard. They have to keep him in their grasp.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Irving to Durant. For three. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Team foul number 3. Brooklyn Nets are in the penalty. Into the game for Brooklyn, number 8.
Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended. To Jordan, down low. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard. Nice pass to set things up. Out of bounds. Last touch by DeAndre Jordan. Beverly. Kevin Durant with the block. And that one out of bounds off the net. Beverly. George against KD. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Substitution being made in this one. Durant. Misfires. It's no good. LA Clippers with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Now the Nets going to take a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Paul George Couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. That misses with a second to go. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they get a good win.